Yes. As best I can figure.
It's because these people don't have real jobs. So they need something to do with their time, so they make tiny umbrellas for their drinks.
Look,
I want
at
Scarlet
least-
to sneak up behind her brother right now.
At least they aren't selling kombucha or something.
What?
I didn't say they weren't selling kombucha.
Okay, you don't order any kombucha in front of either of those guys. I'm pretty sure they both have a
My sister has
fit.
actually made kombucha before. I have a hippie sister.
Do you think they have any mineral oil?
No, she's at the temple.
Bye.
You're bad.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I just need to put the frame on these.
So,
At least alcohol fuels the furnace a little bit, but tea, I can't do anything with this.
are the
There are many
dwarves-
great properties to alcohol.
Are the
Hot
dwarves
drink.
skilled in the brewing of root beers as well, or just the real stuff?
They could make you something non-alcoholic, sure.
Perhaps a ginger ale. I did order a fizzy pop.
You did. You
if
got it.
recall.
You had the mug in your.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me the strongest Minute Maid you've got.
Hot milk, straight up.
No ice.
Well, then it wouldn't be very hot, would it?
That's the thing, though, man. We gotta
My
cold
milk.
down that hot milk for the sissies.
I'm gonna take my milk like a man. No chocolate.
And don't bother taking the skin off the top.
I'm not a Philistine. I take chocolate in my milk.
Don't try to pull any of that skim crap.
A man's drink.
I got my eye on you.
All right, there we go.
Gimnaf has like, I don't know.
You don't know what he has?
He looks like he has 5 o'clock shadow, but it's actually just the dust
Milk?
from pixie sticks.
Oh.
There
Yeah,
we
that's
go.
way better.
When
It's
Gibneth
chocolate
walks
smeared over his
outside,
face.
he finds himself
Basically,
face to face with a warforged.
If you've ever seen the SpongeBob
Oh,
movie
hey.
where SpongeBob gets drunk on candy somehow, that's Gimnaf.
Yeah. Well, we already know that.
So okay, I'm gonna ask him. Hello, sir. I hear tell of a wandering warforged that creates the finest musical instruments in Undermount. Are you he?
What? Yeah, probably. You got any gold?
I have quite a few gold. I would like to know if you've met the acquaintance of a kobold bard that plays lovely tunes in a less than lovely manner in this establishment behind me.
I've seen most of the bards in this city. You're a new one. You
That's
sticking
right,
around?
It's a point of mine whenever I find a fine city like this one to take a souvenir. I would like to have the craftsmanship of Undermount in my repertoire of musical instruments. In fact, I think a lute is up my alley these days. Could you make me a lute?
You got 5 gold?
I've got thousands.
I'll just
I
take
would like-
5. I'll take 5 for now, and I'll ask for more on the lute's completion. How's that?
I would like this lute to be the finest lute that you have ever strung.
Do you hand him the gold?
I do. I give him his advance of 5.
He begins chewing on it immediately, and then devours it.
Yum.
All right.
Oh boy.
Where should I find you?
I'm staying at the what was that inn called?
The King's
the
Bar or
King's
something.
Bounty. The King's Bounty.
That's what I
Yes,
meant.
I
Lord's
know.
leaping.
It's a terrible pun, but all right. I'll come by. Have you loot in about 3 hours.
3 hours. Wonderful.
I'll have you looting in no time. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
I'm a warforged with nothing to do. What do you think I'm gonna do? Kid fed me. I'm willing to make him a loot.
Who are you talking to?
The audience.
The
Let
Warforged
him
likes
be, Algernon.
to talk to himself, too.
Respect your elders.
Time for a
Jesus.
soliloquy from the Hobo Robo.
I'm fine with that. Fine with that. Can we get some
That's
mood lighting?
brilliant.
Gotta get on my steampunk boxcar and ride the rails to Planescape.
Is this a dagger I see before me?
The Hobo Robo is probably my new favorite joke.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. Okay, so I guess unless something convinces me that the tools aren't the tools seen in the triptych, then I think I'm cool.
What they put in this tea?
Oh god, the town has been buried in clay.
No, I just realized that you guys probably weren't seeing the tint color since it wasn't showing up when I moved an object. So I fixed it.
Oh, so the video is fine.
Either that or it's going to change for the video.
This
I
is the
saw it
true
until
color of
something
Undermount. Finally, it shows its true colors.
It's a red light district.
No, I've had the whole mountain kind of brownish purple tinged for an underground feel for a bit.
I like it
Never
purple.
saw it.
Well, now we get to enjoy it. Hooray.
I do try and change these things up when you head to new areas. Yeah.
It's too bad it doesn't seem to work most of the time.
Yeah, V-Dave is a little glitchy about that.
Maybe someday we should update it.
I'll check into it
No,
later.
but then everyone will argue for months on end.
But my version kind of it
How's
doesn't.
it?
Poor Weather
Yeah,
just
D&D.
yelled at me, thanks.
How about D&D?
Yeah.
Do they have? No, never mind.
Anyhow,
Anyway, Algernon's wound from that demon attack has flared up again.
I rolled to examine it again.
okay, that's what that roll was.
Yep.
Well, you managed to catch it in mid-act where there is a metal claw digging into Al's thigh.
Ah,
Oh, that's your problem right there.
damn.
Also, if Gibniff wants to head back inside, it's up to him. The
Let me
guy's
grab at
beside
that
I'll-
fucking claw.
I'll head inside.
Okay.
Get myself more fizzy pop.
You walk back inside to see Kadrin Shriner grabbing at Algernon's leg, at which point he withdraws with a faded metal claw glowing ominously.
Oh, I hold it tightly in a
Whoa,
manly
what are you
grasp.
guys even doing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
A few wires and connections from the end of it begin trying to claw at you in vain.
Algernon, do you know anything about this creepy fucking metal robot claw?
I got it a while back from some guy on the street.
What?
Inspiring
know.
confidence as always.
I don't know. He just handed it to me. I don't know where it came from.
Is
Or
this the
what?
same claw as that claw hand?
Why, yes, it is.
Fuck. Givnev, what did you say you were getting a loot from?
Oh, there's this Warforged guy. Apparently he makes really good instruments. That's what this guy said.
Fuck.
Yeah, you just watched a one-armed hobo warforged walk off.
Wait a minute. Okay, here's the plan. In a few hours he's going to be finished
Okay,
with the loot, and he's going to come to us. Like,
Oh, man. Do
then-
I have the
then-
whole...
You're
Is this the
still
one
holding
hand?
the hand, yeah.
Oh,
Then
I
we
thought it was just the
investigate.
one claw, but okay.
and if he's up to no good, then we jump him.
Dang.
Honorably.
No, it's not
I
a
mean-
claw, it's a whole hand.
Okay, but I'm
Be
going to put
honorably.
it... I'm going to put it in the cage.
Okay.
Rage cage.
You
the
got it.
evidence locker.
There was
In the
something
steel
already in the
cage.
cage, wasn't there?
Yeah, but I can't remember what, can you?
Not
I think
offhand,
it
I
was
just remember
like,
it was in the cage.
some kind of...
Isn't it a person?
No, it wasn't a person.
No, he didn't cage a person.
Luke Cage?
Oh,
Fuck,
jeez.
why don't I have a Luke Cage pog?
Because
Could
you're
the, pog
unprepared.
could the pog just zoom be a close up of his chest tattoo that this says cage?
He doesn't have a chest tattoo that says cage.
How do he does in the new game?
Wait, what?
Oh
What
wait, no,
did-
I'm thinking I got you mistaken with Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I'm talking about the dude from
Oh, we have
Marvel.
fun here.
You know, Power Man and Iron Fist.
I'm dumb.
That's cool. They're both.
Okay,
They're
there's
all
something
caged.
else in the cage, and I can't remember.
We'll
what.
look it up later.
Rage.
I'll just put it in there with it, and I hope they don't merge into it.
Turn into something
Oh no!
eviler.
One is a fox, one is a chicken, and one is...
Oh, and one's a river.
It's a pretty big cage to fit a river in there.
Yeah,
It is
anybody
enchanted.
thirsty?
And then you put the cage in your chest and hope nothing happens.
No, I got my fizzy pop. It's okay.
Everything's okay, guys.
Good thing I have this umbrella on my drink, otherwise it might get watered down.
The cleric comes over to talk to you guys. Actually, her holy symbol.
Oh, look at this thing. I need a second opinion on this horrible thing that was digging into my friend's leg.
Wah! What the hell?
See? Same. That was my opinion. I'm glad we agree.
Well, as she walks over, you just shove a glowing claw in her face.
I'm not that rude. I'm holding it across the table over here, and it's in a cage.
Oh, that's not nearly as funny as the way I imagined this.
Fellow
I'm not-
force of justice, this is
What do you think
evidence.
I am,
Please
Joey?
examine.
Shut up. Stop being better at my character than I am.
That seems pretty evil.
Yeah.
You might want to get that looked at. But they just told me I need to guide the second one of you to a trial. Which one
Okay.
of you is Algernon?
Oh, that's him.
The one with the bloody leg.
Oh, she lays on hands to heal you.
Oh, I was... Okay.
Oh, thank you.
We're all friends here. We can lay on hands, and it's not awkward.
Okay.
Well, his leg is sitting out bleeding from where you examined him.
Yeah, where I kind of flipped him over and pulled his leg up on the table,
Yeah.
ripped a claw out of his leg. Sorry about that.
Are you
Sorry about the table.
okay to watch or walk? Are you okay to walk? She's
Yes.
clearly flustered by all this.
Yeah, it's. Does your leg still hurt?
Fine. I'll be fine.
Okay. Don't be a hero. I mean, be a hero, but don't be a hero if you're. You know what I
Don't
mean.
be a hero if you don't feel like it.
Well,
Don't be a hero and ignore pain, because that's when people die and stuff.
do you guys want to follow him to his trial, or are you going to wait for the Warforged back at the hotel?
Oh,
I'm
should we split
gonna
up?
follow him. No.
Okay. Yeah, let's follow him at least for like 2 hours. See what happens, you know?
He too is led to the library.
Okay.
Let's all go
Hey.
to the library.
Gonna get a book. Check it in. Check
Well,
it
it's the official backup temple of Ion. So,
in.
all right.
Gonna say hi to the dictionary.
I should probably warn you before we take you to the room. You're going to be in the same place Gibnif was, but you'll probably see something entirely different. And you
I
look
would
like
hope.
you have a lot of swords on you, so if this gets violent, please try not to break anything.
I don't want him peeping my
Uh-huh.
future diary. He better get something different.
That's all. I just have to say that as a volunteer librarian of Ion.
Right.
She leads you over here and opens the door. You are free to walk into the room whenever you wish.
You're just taking it like a driver's test or something. So go in here and fill out the form, get your picture taken.
What if Corgi Shriner slips in with his natural dog ability to be annoying?
Corgi Shriner is able to follow him in. Nothing seems to stop the dog.
He curls up next to the table.
Nothing stops that dog.
Nothing stops the Corgi Shriner.
If Cod
Yes.
attempts to walk in, however, the same barrier from before will be there.
Oh, that's fine. I just push up against it again. And then this time, Givnav's sitting on my head instead of Corgi Shriner.
I press my face up against the barrier.
Same. See, I knew it.
But they don't see through. It's
They
just-
they still have the same foggy.
Algernon, we're heroes.
Oh, man. This barrier's steaming up. Maybe he's reading a love note.
I wonder who it's from.
When did you become a gossiper?
No, that's a good idea. Maybe Cod is extremely interested in human soap operas. Because he has no context for it, and he thinks it's all true.
Let's go to the DVD section and watch some stuff.
Minerel, who is your evil twin? Are you the evil twin? It all makes sense.
Sorry.
I have solved everything.
Mineral, how many marriages have you been in, and how many have resulted in murder?
Or was she pushed?
Can you guys
No,
Who
we would-
shot Joey Hooves?
Yes, we can hear you. We're just not listening. You're also rather quiet.
I have a new microphone.
Me too.
You may wish
You
to
should-
recalibrate. You are rather
Christmas.
You should boost it.
Pump them decibels.
Pump up the jam.
Pump up the volume, pump the...
Algernon's having a death trial. Would you like to come watch?
I think Mineral and Joey are still tied up at the murder house.
Yeah.
The murder temple.
We have that.
Doom
We have
house.
that pause at the moment. Until Joey.
Still very quiet.
Doom house.
Alright. But Algernon sees upon the table an empty scabbard.
Huh.
He slaps it off the table in disgust.
How dare
No.
you exist?
No. No, I don't. I'm first going to look at it without touching it.
Okay. It is a scabbard.
What if I roll perception? Not too well.
You crouch down, squint at it a little, and nod your head. It seems to be a scabbard.
Thought so, yeah.
Does not appear to be
Mystery
having-
solved. He starts
written
walking
on
through the
it.
door.
Say that again?
Doesn't have anything written on it. Any images?
Nothing is written on it. It appears to be just your standard cheap leather scabbard you'd get for a sword.
There's nothing. Is the rest of the room just normal library?
It's got a dog curled up at the end of a table.
Well, I guess.
Do you do anything else to interact with the scabbard? So far,
I
you've
guess
just been
I
looking it
will-
over.
I will pick it up.
It is heavy as hell when you try picking it up.
Pick it up, 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 pick it up!
I don't know what's going on. And you said it was made of. Looked like it was made of leather.
Yeah, just a standard leather.
Is
But
there something?
lifting it, it definitely seems to have something in it beyond just being empty.
Oh, okay. Well, I will turn it over and empty the contents onto the table.
All right. Immediately, a flood of swords starts coming out the end of it. Tiny knives, daggers, full broadswords, claymores. Things that should not logically fit within are just pouring out over the table, and some coming onto the floor.
Huh. Well, I'd stop it from doing that.
You tilt it back up.
So-
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting typecast in this dream sequence.
There may be more to it than you know. As all the swords begin floating and looking at you. You don't know how you can tell they're looking at you. They're swords,
Man,
but
this-
they definitely seem to be.
Man, this is going to be some sort of sword trap, isn't it? They're like 1 second away from everyone just flying at me at once, aren't they?
One of
I'll
them,
check, sir.
the largest, floats forward, and a golden two-hander begins to vibrate in the air.
Streamswings.com.
It's the golden vibrating two-hander. I think I saw that in a catalog once.
Teeny bit.
Oh, it's still not fully?
Can't you turn it up in Skype?
I did. I turned it up to max in Skype.
Oh. Shout.
Mm-hmm.
You know you make me want to shout. Hands up, shout.
I feel like taking the sword in my hands is the only solution.
Well, you can.
Yoink.
I will take the glowing sword.
Okay. Immediately you find it
How's that?
swinging your body around, and that was better, yes.
How does it sound now? Better?
That's pretty
Yes.
Is it too loud? I don't want it to be
good. No,
too
you're
loud.
definitely
I heard
not too
myself-
loud.
I heard myself in some videos earlier and I sounded really terrible because I was booming. Like, it was horrendous.
I would definitely not consider you to be booming right now.
Okay.
But business is down at crazy days.
You see yourself just slicing around wildly, and suddenly you are no longer in the library. You are on a battlefield, heads rolling before you.
Huh.
You can't quite make out the faces, but you are just cleaving through hordes of people.
And I have no control over this?
You could try and stop yourself. Would you like to?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can resist the sword.
You hold yourself in place, and the sword flies from your hands to continue attacking things. You are on the battlefield, however, and no longer in the library.
So I don't recognize any of the combatants, like where they're from, or...
A few of them seem gnomish in nature, and there are definitely...
God damn it.
What?
Something bad's gonna happen to Bonerton.
Something bad always happens to
Something
Bonerton.
bad is... Bonerton is something bad.
It's true.
And as you try looking behind you, you actually realize that you have a total of one ally in this fight who has been backing you up. It would be a rather large Dracolich.
Oh.
God damn it. I didn't make a deal with that guy.
No, you didn't.
Is it the same one?
It is the same one.
Does he still have his just has the sunglasses?
He still has the sunglasses.
It's clearly recognizable.
Is there any other identifiable landmarks in the area?
There's a tower raining down fire from the sky.
Is it a tower I've seen before?
Why, yes it is!
Which one?
Do I really have to say it?
And has it been burned down? Does it look like it's exploded recently?
Is it the Grand Erection, or is it the Focus Tower 1 or 2?
It would be one of those latter two, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Focus Tower 2, the one that still exists and is eating all of reality?
Yes!
Yeah.
Rats.
And there's an army coming out of it?
No, there's just an army fighting against you and the Dracolich. Your sword seems to be making pretty good work of it, though. You obviously have time to look around clearly without any interruption.
Very nice sword you got there.
So the swords go.
Oh, where'd those swords?
What's your passive perception again? Oh, yeah, you would very easily notice the fact that your hand appears to be a metallic claw.
What?
Yeah.
Shit.
Is it like a gauntlet, or like
It is a
literally-
gauntlet over your hand, yeah.
But not the other one?
No, it's pretty much that same thing, just dug into your flesh. Doesn't hurt, though. Feels quite
So am I
potent.
wearing completely different armor from what I had before?
You seem to have roughly the same thing. You've got a little more plate in places.
Oh no, I'm a fighter again. This is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Oh no. I'm going to... Do I have like a shield or other swords with me?
You have all of your own equipment on you.
Oh, all my equipment is with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take out another sword and look at myself in the reflection.
All right.
Ooh, I like it.
You seem slightly scarred in the face, but overall you have the same equipment. Your skull helmet has been cracked in places from more combat, and none of the rest of you seems to be metallic looking around.
And the Dracolich is the only other thing...
That you recognize offhand, and who
That
seems
is-
to be with you.
Is there anything in my pockets that wasn't there before?
You find a note. Do you want to open it up and read it?
Yes.
All right. It just says, "Beware metal." Beware is spaced out in 2 words.
Beware.
Yup.
Well, that could mean a lot of
Here,
things.
let me just type it out.
My future's so
Lots of
bright, I
things
gotta
to-
wear...
There you go.
Well, metal could either mean metal like a sword, or armor, or machines, spoons,
Stay away
trains.
from that one other bard Ugh.
It could be Cauldron Shriner.
Scissors, forks.